Good day, viewers. Good day, Nigerians. Good day, Africans. This is Plain Jojo TV, and this is Jojo the Compare. And with me today is a prestigious professor, a special guest which we have here today in the studio. So please, Professor, may we meet you?
Thank you. My name is Paye Louis, known as Professor Louis, from Delta State, Bomadi Local Government Area, a student of the great institution of Delta State Polytechnic, Otefu Okara, studying business administration and management. Thank you.
Alright, sir, Paye Louis, or aka Professor Louis. Sir, you call yourself a professor and you don't even yet have a diploma degree. So what's with that?
Yes, to answer your question straight away, this is the climax of the political peregrination. It's not about your BSc results or it's not about your HND results, but what matters is the research of various books in the world. Yes.
The research of various books in the world. Oh, I would say that's nice. It's not about your masters, your PhD, your NLD, your EFCC, or your PDP, your APC. It's all about research.
Yes.
What's upstairs. Okay, sir. Notwithstanding, sir, we invited here today because of some specific things the Nigeria economy has been fixing. So, sir, and we have some questions here, not very much to ask you, sir. And the first question goes like this, because a lot of things have been going wrong in the Nigeria higher institutions of learning, you understand, in the monotechnics, the polytechnics, and also in the universities at large, sir. So, sir, can you kindly highlight one of those things that are going wrong, and also can you say something about these things, sir?
These impedimentas, combustible and volatile lemma, it needs a maximum exoneration. Reminds me of the Biblical Eloi Eloi lama sabachthani.
Lord of God.
Nigeria's institutions, why are they forsaken? What germinated the abnegation and the repudiation of these great institutions of Nigeria? Oh, what an academic muahaha! An academic yo-ho-hos caused by these political yo-yos, these political yobos in their leadership rababaration in conjunction of the full bemusement of agratalized. But I will tell you, these great institutions, why are they forsaken? Government fostered 336 students in the streets, pilificating. Oh yes, that's what I think.
Yes.
Now the students are hugging pure water in the streets, hugging bread,
Fucking yes.
anything else, instead of them to sit down in their classrooms, learning and make their higher education high. But now I think I call on my various academic superiors, Professor Wole Soyinka,
Yes.
Honorable Patrick Ubayambo,
Yes.
Professor Fada,
Yes.
Professor J. Inana, and
Yes.
Professor Lucky Johnson to rise up and say no to this anti-barbituration, to this legodla, to this embezzle, that we Nigerians have a better academic in these great institutions.
Right, that's nice, sir. All right. I understand your point a bit. I will say. All right, sir. Now let's go away from higher institutions of learning and let's come to Nigeria in general, sir. So, sir, what do you have to say about the high cost of living in the country now, and also the high electricity tariffs, sir?
To answer your question straight away, that is what we get when the oboe pejoratively obnose with the hobgoblin. Nigerians have been bamboozled, razzled, razzmatized politically. Then I, Professor Louis, asked myself this rhetorical question: is it not the same man who wept over the rulership in this country in 2015, where I said the president was illipificating, or I will say it was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? But if you may ask me the meaning, I will say the president was fantastic. Yes. But his political enemy said he was suffering from what I describe as new mono ultra microscopic silicovolcanosis. Oh yes, it's a word that's supposed to be called silicosis, which means a lung disease. But in search of the longest word in the English dictionary, they pep it up to become a 45-letter word, which is new mono ultra microscopic silicovolcanosis. Yes, that is what they said he was being attacked of. But yet, we insisted, we voted him. But now, what we get in return what we get in appreciation is the colossal, the gargantua, the endemic high in fuel price of living. A man supposed to take home 18,000 minimum wage, but now they are sweating the streets. Work, no work at all. Youth are so jobless. I don't understand. At this point, I will borrow the words of the Domingo of Edo State, Honorable Patrick Obayambo, that it is crystal clear that the Biblical Mene Mene Teke Yufasi has no academic blueprint of this country.
It has no academic blueprint of this country. Wow, that's nice and that's cool. All right, sir. Talking about the blueprint, Wole Soyinka, which you said earlier, sir. Sir, in the country now, since last year now, we've been hearing about a lot of things about that have been happening serially or once in a while. First of all, we heard about the rat in Aso Rock. You understand?
Oh, yes.
And also, as of recent, we heard about the snake that swallowed 36 million naira.
Oh, yes.
And
yes.
now, as of this week now, we are hearing about the 70 million naira that the monkey took away, or the monkey stole 70 million naira from a farmhouse that belongs to one of the senators in Nigeria. Yes, sir. So, sir, what do you have to say about it? Because there are a lot of stories. Like some people now, they are not going to church and they're not praying, oh Lord, turn me to a snake. Oh Lord, turn me to a snake. And a lot of things have been happening. So, sir, and according to me, I generalize this as snake in a mocking shadow. So, sir, what do you have to say about this, sir?
It is appalling.
Okay.
That is the reason I've been a compendious lacuna. Not a recapitulation. A snake swallowed that huge amount of money. Oh, no. Let's say no to these rumors. Say no to this anti-barbitration, this establishmentalism. Oh, yes. Let me say pusillanimous.
Pusillanimous.
Yes, pusillanimous. Yes. It's supposed to be meaning a three-word that is cowardice, fearfulness, and humidity.
Pusillanimous.
Yes, that is
wow.
pusillanimous.
What a
oh,
useful
yes.
exuberance.
Oh, yeah. At this point now, like the Nigerians have been in the slippery cockpit. Yes. This fellow aspirants who is working in the JAM academic in Makurdi, Benue State, that a snake swallowed that amount of money. Oh, no. I, Louis, said I won't koto in their poho. I, Bekefiowe, one of a Zoimbe of Bomadi Kingdom, say no to this anti-barbitration, to this colossal, kum gaga, tuangaga. I will not koto in their poho.
Alright, sir. Thank you, sir. If you will not control in their poho, me, sir, I won't control in their poho. Alright, sir. It's been nice having you. Yes, sir. And I think today is the end of the segment, sir. So before you go, sir, I would like you to advise everyone out there, those that are planning to vote in 2019 election, those that are into courtism, those that are into smoking, drinking, humanizing, etc. So, sir, what would be okay? Even those that are into corruption, bribery, and the rest. A lot of things are, you know the bad things happening in the country.
Oh yeah.
So, sir, what's your advice to the nation at large?
My fellow congregants, I hereby advise that we should vote wisely in the forthcoming election. Say no to this anti-barbitration. Now, believe in yourself, and I bet you there is no limit to what you can achieve. I will not koto in their pogo. Thank you.
Alright, sir, ladies and gentlemen, this is Plain Jojo TV. And if you cannot control in their poho, he said you should believe in yourself. Because if an ordinary snake can swallow 36 million naira, just imagine what you can swallow. You can swallow the full country, my brother. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the segment, and I remain Jojo the Compare. And this is Professor Lovison. Thank you for having us. See you next time.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, sir. Alright, it's nice having you. We hope to see you soon.
Heavenly blessings that he might receive.